artist dipped his middle finger in the brightest pink on earth and aimed it straight at the entire art world. His message, up yours. Years later, his rival legally became him. You would think no one can own a color. You would be wrong, and it could shut you out too. Can a single person actually own a color? The fight was over a black so dark it swallows solid objects into holes in reality. A lab-grown void called Vantablack. Vantablack was never mixed. It was grown so deep that light slips in and never climbs back out. Until the surface stops being a color at all and becomes a hole. And one sculptor decided only he was allowed to use it. His name was Anish Kapoor. In 2016, he bought the exclusive rights to Vantablack. Not the color itself, but a license from the only lab that could grow it. Every other artist alive, including you, was locked out. The art world erupted. One painter called it dynamite. It simply is not right, he said, that a color could belong to a single man. But one artist refused to accept it.
Stuart Semple had spent years shut out by the very same gatekeepers. So he fought back with paint. The most intense pink on earth, sold to everyone for the price of a sandwich.
With one rule. You had to swear on the website checkout that you were not Anish Kapoor. Kapoor got a jar anyway, and answered the way you saw at the very start. Up yours. So, Semple went to war, releasing an armory of the loudest, brightest, blackest paints, each sold to everyone but him. What Kapoor did not know. While he fought over one pigment, a lab across the country was quietly working on something that would make his whole legal fight pointless. But Semple would not let it stand. Each new paint went darker than the last. Black 2.0, then Black 3.0. Every jar still banned from the one man who started it. And that was the nerve it struck. One man had not just cornered a paint. He had fenced off a piece of science itself. The internet piled on. Artists coated bananas pink. The feud stopped being art world gossip and became a public referendum on whether wonder could be owned. His most absurd move was still coming. In 2024, he walked into a government office and legally changed his own name to Anish Kapoor. Now I can finally get hold of Vantablack, he said, and share it with all of you. He began signing his own work, Anish Kapoor. He even sold prints in Blackest black reading "I am not a niche man, I am a niche man," each bundled with his legal name change papers. The feud had become the art. And the original Anish Kapoor, the man who once flipped off the whole art world with a pink middle finger. This time, he said nothing at all. And here is the irony. Years earlier, in 2019, MIT's carbon nanotube black had already grown 10 times deeper than Vantablack. The blackest black barely mattered. To prove it, they coated a $2 million diamond in it. And on camera, it simply vanished. The rarest color in the world was never freed. It had been outflanked. The gate still stood. People just walked around it. So maybe one person can own a color for a little while. But the moment you fence off wonder, you hand everyone else the one thing stronger than access, a reason to make their own. Turns out, you can trademark a shade, but never the wonder itself.